From an Alice with 1000 more defense than she has attack, to a Rush Guard that we have as yet on this account been unable to build into an unkillable Demon Lord clan boss team. What is up guys, this is Cobb, and we've got a lot of work to do, man. On Mr. Shalanus' account, he's off to a great start. He's actually got Arbiter ready to pick up on his account as well, which is amazing. His Great Hall is coming along absolutely spiffingly. Interesting choice to go into Void Affinity Accuracy in the Great Hall, but there you go. And we've also been given the green light to go ahead and spend all of our coinage and stuff on the Mortal Soul Stones and pull all of the Mortal Soul Stones on this account while the 2x is active and while the CVC is up as well. So we'll be getting to that a bit later on in this video. Before we do, if you are looking to create a new raid account in 2025, then make sure to create that new account using my beginner link, which is down below at the top of the video description box. And all you gotta do is sign out of Plarium Player and click on that link. Use it to create your new raid account, and Bambus 4-Leaf will be waiting for you in your inbox. And once your account is level 15, you'll also grab To Go as well. Two immense support champions, and you get to protect an endangered species by adopting a Bambus on your own account as well, man. There you go. How about that, man? Save the pandas and all of that. Okay, let's rebuild some champions, man. So the team that we're going to be building here today is based around Roshguard the Tower and good old Demytha, of course, both of which I think are fully booked on this account. They are indeed. That's lovely. Great. However, the Roshguard the Tower can be switched out for the likes of Helicath, for Sir Nicholas, any champ that's basically bringing a 4-turn cooldown, 2-turn duration block damage skill. And as long as these champs are fully booked, the speeds that we're going to be looking to build these champions at for this team, at least if my research is to be believed, are going to be on screen just now, as well as in the video description box, provided I remember to do that. And so Roshguard is one of the champs that I've actually gone ahead and before, starting recording, already planned out a rebuild for, because all we're going to do is change his headgear to get him to 248 speed. That's it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that right now. We'll also activate the free gear removal token on this account because we have a few champions that we're going to have to be rebuilding. But that's it, man. The Roshguard is good to go. He's operating now at 248 speed. Next up, we've got the Demytha, who needs to be actually slowed down a hell of a lot. She's running really, really fast. You only need the Demytha to be running at 174. So she's going to be the slowest champ on the team. Alright, dude, this is a little bit weird, but this is the Demytha build that we're going to go ahead and settle on. I'm just going to throw some levels into an attack ring because, well, not going to die anywhere, right? And so trying to pump up the damage a little bit is going to be fine. It's a little bit weird of a build on the Demytha this. She's running at 172 speed, so we're going to have to put some glyphs on her just now as well, just to boost up that speed a little bit. I think I can put them on the banner. And I'm just throwing her in a bunch of just random gear to pull her speeds down by quite a bit, but also just build her with a little bit of crit rate as well. Not that she's going to be doing unbelievable damage, but unkillable team, every little bit of damage that you can squeeze in that 50-10 limit against Demon Lord is going to be huge, and so I guess it can't hurt, can it, So I'm going to go ahead and equip that, and then we need, in fact, is this the only thing? Okay, the speed on the gloves, we just need to throw a little bit more speed in the form of glyphs on this banner, so we just need a 2 roll from one of these 2-star glyphs. Oh god, can we make that happen? Dude, hang on, man. Don't screw this up now. We need 1 more speed here. Okay, we're actually very, very low on 2-star speed glyphs here, man. But okay, job done. The Demytha is running at 174 speed, so good stuff. Now, next up, the 2 damage dealers who need to be between 175 and actually 179 speed. I think you can build one of the damage dealers at 179 speed. Want to be very, very careful over what DPS champions we pick for this role, because they're kind of stat locked and you're not going to be changing their build for a long time, right? The damage dealers that you build for a clan boss team like this, because you don't want to ruin their speed tune by upgrading their gear, trying to push for more damage. Wants to be champions that you don't plan on using in many other areas of the game, which is why I think Frozen Banshee is probably the best candidate that this account has for that purpose. She's a bit useless everywhere but Demon Lord. I mean, you can bring her to Dragon, I guess. 4.7 feels a little bit ridiculous to me for a Dragon's Lair score, given how useless she is against the waves of enemies, and it's not like she's activating poisons or anything. And so Demon Lord clan boss is really the primary use for Frozen Banshee, and so let's rebuild, shall we? And what I really, really like on Frozen Banshee actually is retaliation gear into Demon Lord. 15% chance to counterattack when hit on a 2 set, so you can stack this up to like 30 or even 45% counterattack chance. And there it is. Okay, man, so this is the build that we can rock with the Frozen Banshee. We dial her speed down by 1 because she was just a smidgen too fast. We've also got a crit rate up to just above 100%, so a bit inefficient. We've got some crit rate gauntlets on her, so nothing here needs to be upgraded anymore. That's the good news. A little bit over cap, but whatever, man. She's also in 4 pieces of retaliation gear, which I think is great. She's also maintaining a good amount of accuracy as well, more than enough to deal with Demon Lord Clan Boss. And yeah, I think that this is going to be the Frozen Banshee build. We will have to go ahead and replace the boots, though, on the poor miscreated monster who is having his shoes stolen off his feet. It's just rude, really. But next DPS champion that we got to build out, as useful as Geo is in a few other areas of the game, I think he's just too good to not bring into Demon Lord because of how his passive works. He doesn't quite reflect damage in the same way with the likes of a Roshguard the Tower being a block damage champion, so he's not actually reflecting damage, but he still reflects some max HP damage with the way that his passive works. He's just a great Demon Lord damage dealer champion. I guess worst comes to worst, we could also replace him with the Kale, who is still, for the most part, sitting in his starter lifesteal gear, which is pretty funny. But okay. Yeah, I think we'll build the Geomancer as the second damage dealer. We've also got to slow him down a little bit as well. And it turns out that all we've really got to do on the Geo is just switch his gloves over to some HP percentage Slayer gloves, gives him a little bit more crit rate, whatever, his crit damage goes up a little bit. It's fine, whatever. The most important thing is that he's sitting between 175 and 178 speed, so we'll go ahead and throw these gloves on him too. He's looking grand. We've got some mastery scrolls to spend on the Geo as well. Over here, apparently. I'll leave those alone for now, but the Geo's sitting at 177 speed right now, so I'm going to go ahead and just throw 1 speed glyph onto his shield to get him up to 178, so he's kind of absolutely capped as per the guide that we're following. And now all we need is a champion, a cleanser, or a block buffs champion, block debuffs champion in this team to take care of the clan boss stuns and the debuffs that it's going to be throwing on out. Because we're going with 2 slower DPS and slower damage dealers, that means that of course we need a cleanser on the team that can deal with the clan boss stuns. And what better to build out than the level 40 Doompriest, one of the best epics in the game, dude, because she doesn't need any accuracy at all, just great support champion, and on her passive, she cleanses 1 random debuff from all allies at the start of this champion's turn, including herself, so she can cleanse herself out of the stun and stuff like that. She's also going to make the team affinity friendly too, because Spirit Affinity Demon Lord Clan Boss is unique because it has a chance of placing a decreased speed debuff on your guys, and if it lands that decreased speed debuff on anybody, all of these speed tunings that we're setting up for this team are going to fall apart double time, so that's not going to be good. So we do need to build out the Doompriest to be 178 speed. No, not 178. 186 speed on the Doompriest. She needs to move immediately after the Demon Lord applies its debuffs. Every time. Once the defense percentage, HP percentage, gloves and chest are taken care of, we're going to throw some speed boots on the Doompriest as well, just because they're already rank 16. Don't want to be burning too much silver on the account because it's a gear enhancement starting tomorrow. Right now it's CVC, but gear enhancement starting tomorrow during the CVC as well. I want to leave some of this gear for the account owner, of course, to roll up himself, because it's going to be double dipping between 2 crazy events, which is going to be great. But what we are going to do for the weapon, headgear, and shields, because the only thing we care about with Doompriest is we're going to use these filters right here to prioritize speed stats on these 3 types of gear, and then we're going to go ahead and hit the hide set filters button down at the bottom, and that's just going to list all, in fact let's just get rid of all the equipped gear as well and just see unequipped gear, and this is just going to rank order every piece of gear on the account based on how much speed it has on it, and so it should be super easy for us now to complete this build. In fact, hang on, man, do we need like 2 more speed here? We're just throwing this weapon onto the Doompriest. We might have gone and done it already. Yeah, so we literally need 2 more speed that we could just get from throwing some glyphs onto these gear pieces. But I was going to do a nice big demonstration of how you can use the gear priority system to create some good, just make speed tuning and organizing your gear nice and easy, but, well, I guess we don't need to do that anymore. I mean, that will do. Happy little offense helmet here. Let's just throw that on, because why the hell not? So pretty good defensive stats on the Doompriest overall, with a little bit of hodgepodge of gear. Again, we're building out for a very specialized role here, so that's fine. It looks like the roll's bombed on this ring, but maybe it's good enough to just throw it on the Doompriest anyway. Oh god, no, I can't. God, oh my god, dude, look at how bad the rolls on this ring are. You guys can't see because my massive head in the way. Let me just move my camera out of the way. Oh my god, dude, this ring is so tragic, man. It could have been so good, and it was about as bad as you could possibly hope for. Wow, man. Okay, just go ahead and throw like a health ring on her and stuff, and that should be fine. Let's go ahead and equip this gear up and go ahead and get these 1-cost speed glyphs on the Doomy to get her at that 186 total speed. And I just realized I should have really had my camera moved out of the way for most of this video while I was going through the gear builds and stuff. I apologize for that, man. I'm a new YouTuber over here. It's not like I've been doing it for like 14 years or something, but well, whatever, man. Total speeds are gonna come out at a perfect 186. And so this level 40 Doompriest is about to change the game. Okay, so it's been like an hour since the last clip. I'm just gonna level with you guys, man. The team was going off. I couldn't figure out what the hell the problem was, man. The rush guard was sometimes a little bit too late with his unkillable coming in, even though his speed was perfect. Same thing with the Demytha as well. That was getting thrown off. Sometimes the frozen banshees 10 meter would get screwed up too, and I just didn't understand why. Until I found the crux of the issue. It was the Banshee's masteries. For some reason, well, it's actually not a bad mastery if you're not running Banshee in an unkillable team, but the Banshee was running bloody arcane celerity, chance of increasing 10 meter by 10% when a debuff cast by this champ is removed or expires. God damn it. Okay, so I ballsed it up, but we fixed it now. This was supposed to be a quick account takeover. I thought, ooh, maybe I won't have to work like 12 hours today to get everything done that I want to get done. And here I am. It's getting dark outside. Let's take a quick look at the team setup, okay? So, yeah. Ultra Nightmare, have we ever one-keyed Nightmare? We've never one-keyed Nightmare before on this account, interestingly. Let's just throw this team into the deep end in Ultra Nightmare, see if it's working now. It should be, now that I fixed that bloody Banshee mastery. I don't expect this team to one-key. I don't expect this team to even two-key, to be honest. I'm not sure Frozen Banshee's really got it in the tank to be part of this two-key team. I'm also curious to see what kind of damage the Geo's going to get off. He does do a bit less damage in block damage teams as opposed to unkillable teams. So we'll see what the damage looks like at the end. I'm expecting like 25-30 million, maybe. But yeah, for the Banshee, we've disabled her A2. That was causing some 10 meter fill issues as well. Or rather, I did spot this one right away, I promise. But yeah, it disabled the Banshee's A2, otherwise she gets some 10 meter increase there. Not great. We want the Geomancer to prioritize keeping up his burn and weaken, especially because he's not fully booked. So we need that up as quick as possible and as many times as possible. Rush Guard is going to prioritize the A3. Demytha, important that she opens with her A2, and then she goes into using her block damage skill after the A2 is on cooldown, but she's got to open with the A2, and Doompriest is just here for a good time. It's never the Doompriest's fault. Can I just say that, by the way, man? The Doompriest is the gal, okay? She's awesome. It's never her fault, man. She's got such a simple kit that building the Doompriest and tuning the Doompriest is like never the problem with these builds. So, let's see how this goes. Now, there is a bit of a quirk when running this team, and it might lead you to believe that the team is going to fall apart. It did for me in the very first run that I did. It's that when it gets to boss turn count number 3 or 4, the rush card for some reason is a bit late refreshing the unkillable buff, or the block damage buff, excuse me. He's a bit late, just one turn in the entire fight. As you can see right now, the Demytha is going to come in and refresh the buff before the stun comes in, and that's why her speed has to be perfectly tuned at 174. Her job is going to be to save the life of whoever is going to get stunned for the entire run. That's her job, right? Now it's the Rush Guard's turn to come in and block damage before the boss lands that AoE skill, but for some reason, you can see he was late on that turn. And I don't know why. Like, it's just Raid Shadow Legends spaghetti code or something. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on. But for some reason, on boss turn count 4, he misses the block damage. He's just not quick enough. But then for the rest of the fight, he is quick enough. Anyway, so Demytha's going to come in, block damage again before the stun comes in. Again, that's her only job on the team, and she does it very, very well. Lovely, lovely stuff. But now it's time for the Rush Guard to come in again with his block damage before the boss's next AoE skill. And this time, it goes off just fine. So, I don't know how he doesn't get it off on boss 10 count 4. I don't know. There's probably something I'm overlooking with like the starting 10 meter of the boss or something. There's some weirdness going on, but doesn't matter. Everything falls into sync eventually with this squad. And yeah, as you can see, is firing on all cylinders as well. And also the Doompriest as well, by the way, even though she's only level 40, just an unreal champion. Dude, this might be my favorite champion in the game. I'm gonna say it, okay? Her job is to, bam! After every single one of the boss's turns, she's gonna come in with the cleanse. That's her job. She comes in immediately as soon as the boss moves, so that it doesn't matter if the boss is applying poisons, she'll cleanse those. If you're against a Spirit Affinity Clan boss and is placing the decreased speeds, she's going to come in and cleanse those instantly off your team so nothing falls out of sync. And with the stuns, it doesn't matter who the clan boss is stunning, because she's always going to be there to cleanse that as well. And so, yeah, that's her job. Very, very good stuff. Let's skip ahead and see how much damage we are on towards the end of this run. Ooh. Getting towards the end of the run, the damage kinda sucks, man. I think it might be the Banshee. I don't think she's really getting it done. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hit another run and see if we can boost this damage a wee bit. Wow. So, amazingly, a Kale Frozen Banshee combo is actually the best that we have access to right now on this account. At least as far as my testing goes. Still, damage not looking that amazing, not that surprising. These are two extremely budget beginner damage dealers on the team. And so we're really just on the lookout now for some better epic and legendary options to replace these guys. You know, poison activators, max HP damage dealers, big old boss killer champions. And either of these DPS can be subbed out of this team as long as they stay between 175 and 178 speed. They should do just fine in the squad. In addition, the Rush Guard is not level 60, so he doesn't have his War Master masteries. He's lacking a lot of damage. We could just build out the Rush Guard to be high damage as well, as long as he's a 248 speed. Again, he'll do just fine. And same thing with the Doompriest too. She's obviously lacking all of her masteries as well, so that's a few million more damage right there too. But some additional champs that we can be on the lookout for to replace some of our damage dealers. One of them could be Fane. Kind of like a budget-ish option, I suppose. She's going to bring poisons. Decreased attack is a bit useless here, but she's going to bring double poison. She's going to bring decreased defense and weaken. That could be an upgrade for the kill, potentially. Basiliac Priest Ornn could be another champ because he brings a little bit of poison activation. It could be an upgrade, potentially, but really we're looking for, like, the legendary poisoners, right? Good old Calvalax. This kind of legendary would be, like, the first legendary that comes to mind, at least for me, but, yeah. Just better legendary damage dealers. This account is still actually quite young on that front, to be honest. But hey, at least the team is set up and there's plenty of room to grow from here, right? Okay, now, as for pulling the souls, first things first, the wish list. I don't think that the Demytha has any place really on this wish list. Now, fine to leave the rares and stuff as there are, but the Demytha doesn't really... I mean, she doesn't need accuracy, first of all, so a high ranking soul doesn't do a whole lot for her. I think this soul is probably better off being keyed in on the Stag Knight. Currently, the Stag Knight has no soul at all. He actually needs the accuracy. He benefits from it a hell of a lot, and so we'll go ahead and lock him in. The rest of them, I think that we are pretty happy with. So let's go ahead and spend the coinage real quick on just picking up the rest of these, and let's start pulling, man. Again, the CVC is active right now. It's a 2x, and yeah, we've been given permission to do this, so I'm pretty hyped about that, dude. The kill gets a 1-star, the Lysandra comes out, but goddamn, it's only a 1. Okay. Wow, 1-star souls all around. What is this? Very, very low ranking souls coming out from these. What the hell, dude? We're out of space already? Oh, God. Okay, I mean, we definitely go better off just spending a little bit of silver to unlock these spots. And we're good to keep on pulling. Just sold some of the 1-stars for, like, crappy rare food champions and stuff, just to make a little bit of room there as well. 2-star for Harkin comes out. Siegemaker, Terex, 1-star, 1-star, 1-star. God damn it, dude, what is this? Roxum 1-star. My god, dude. The soul quality sucks. The only 3 that we get is a Quester. Oh god. Why does my content creator look always fail when I'm pulling stuff for other people, man? Feels real bad. Okay. Well, let's just go ahead and pull the last 10, I guess. There'll be a few left in the pool after this, but it's just single pulls after that, you know. 2-star for Nalhunt, Legendary. Hits on a Torment 3, which, you know, that's not the worst, to be fair. Obviously, higher would be lovely. 5-star for Bloodwraith, Beargoth. God, that's a washed-up epic right there, dude. Who the hell cares for Beargoth anymore? 7 left to pull. Again, just sold off some of the crappies there just to make a little bit of room. If we can go ahead and skip through these just a wee bit fast. We get an Heiress, Perfect Soul. Skip on through these quite quickly, I think, actually. Shamrock 1-star, for God's sake. Anyways, man, hope you guys did enjoy this one. We get a 1-star for Gale, lovely. And I hope that y'all's learned a little bit of something about setting up these unkillable teams with the 410 cooldown unkillable guys, like Sir Nick or whatever, alongside Demytha. Yeah, and all of the details for the build that we made today for that clan boss team are going to be down below in the description box. I only wish that this account had access to slightly better damage dealer champs that you can really specialize for clan boss. 3-star for Dale Gold is not bad, by the way. It's pretty good red champion, to be honest. If you happen to get your hands on him, Prosecutor comes out. Fine decreased speed budget option. Not really what we're looking for. And the last is going to be a 2-star for Roughtstone. And alright, man, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you also enjoyed this one. Make sure that if you're looking to start off a new raid account, you do it by clicking on my beginner promo link, which is down below at the top of the video description box, to get your hands on a free legendary panda as your starting legendary champion, as well as to go once your account hits level 15. And I'm going to catch all of you guys just a tad bit later, man.